Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that love reacting to some Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yes, we do.
Brotherhood. I got the full title in there. And so this is part 1, episode 3 that we're checking out today. And you can get our full watch-along reactions over on Patreon. Links in the description of this video. Also get early ad-free access that way. Are you ready to do this?
Ready.
Get to it.
Do it. I like how they do that with the glasses.
So what are you guys, like street performers or something?
Seriously, do we look like street performers to you?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Let's say that's why I asked.
Ooh.
Hey, easy, I didn't mean nothing by it.
Sorry, accident. We'll fix it.
How's that? It smashed to hell.
Watch and learn.
Alchemy.
Here it goes.
There, see? How's that?
It's a miracle.
It's alchemy.
Oh, so you two are alchemists. Right, I've heard of them. We're the Elric brothers.
The Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward Elric, is that right?
Yeah, famous. Yeah, I don't think it's your brother.
You mean it's the little guy there? So, what's with this guy on the radio?
That's our leader.
He can even resurrect the dead. His miracles are proof that what he says is true.
This guy's claiming he can bring the dead back to life?
Sounds like a con man.
Something I gotta see.
That's alchemy, no doubt about it.
Somehow he's ignoring the law of equivalent exchange.
You shouldn't be able to do that.
There's just one way.
The Ring of Power.
And it has corrupted.
Please bring him back.
So this is the almighty Leto.
Welcome. Are you interested in Letoism?
Nope, can't say I am. Not really the religious type.
To know God is to know hope. I'm sure Leto would bless you and make you grow taller.
Make you grow taller. Poor guy.
Water, 35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms. Ammonia, 4 liters. Lime, 1.5 kilograms. Phosphorus, 800 grams. Salt, 250 grams. That list represents the complete chemical makeup of the human body for the average adult. Still, there's never been one reported case of successfully creating a human life. And you're telling me something modern science can't do, you can do with prayer?
Lift thy voice to God, and the prayers of the faithful shall be answered.
You know, there's an old myth about a hero who flew on wings made of wax. He thought he could touch the sun, but when he got too close, his wings melted and he came crashing back down to Earth.
Brother,
I'm sorry, miss. This is difficult for me to ask. But do you think your father, Cornello, could even save an arrogant scientist like me?
Of course, that's wonderful.
A child and a man wearing a suit of armor. They would only give their names as the Elric brothers.
They're actually both children.
Damn, and this is a problem. Surely they can't have found out about our plans.
Ooh, the evil plans. Dastardly deeds.
Yeah, thanks. We understand. We won't take too much of his time.
Good, then it's agreed. We'll make this quick.
Yeah, come through these dungeons.
Brother Cray, what is this?
Rose, these heathens have come to ensnare and discredit them.
And you're gonna shoot the armor? Nice.
Oh yeah, strike!
What's this commotion? Welcome to the home of our sacred order. I must apologize for my disciples' behavior.
Okay, let's say I believe you weren't the one guiding them. What next?
Have you come to learn the ways of Leto?
Like how you've been using second-rate alchemy to deceive your followers.
Look again. Could mere alchemy create something from nothing in this way?
Yeah, that's what I didn't get at first. How can you perform transmutations that ignore the law of equivalent exchange?
Because it isn't alchemy.
Then give me that ring.
I'm talking about the Philosopher's Stone. That's it, isn't it? I've been looking for that.
The ring is just a ring. I am God's humble servant. It is from he alone that I derive my power.
Then give me the ring.
If that's the way you want to play it, I guess I'll have to come up there and beat some truth out of you.
My, you really are quite the incorrigible heathen, aren't you? Rose, dear.
Yes.
Shoot him.
That gun there beside you, pick it up. Now, child, I want you to shoot the Fullmetal Alchemist.
Mother, I can't do that.
I am the sun god's chosen emissary.
So you say.
Shoot him, Rose. It's God's will.
Come on, Rose. Don't have blind faith.
It was I who took your hand and led you into God's light. And do you recall what it was I promised you then?
You said if I had faith, you'd bring him back to life.
no, wait! It's not me, honest!
Damn it, I'm the Fullmetal Alchemist! It's not him! It's me!
It's the short one. You're kidding.
Now you got the gun drawn on you.
I have to do this. I don't have any choice.
No, you don't. Yes, you always do. You always have a choice.
I've seen his miracles. Father Cornello will bring him back to life. I have faith.
Fine,
Can't.
shoot.
God Leto is pleased, you have done well, my child. Now pick up the gun and shoot the other as well.
Haven't you made her do enough already?
Don't worry about it. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, see? No harm done.
An empty suit of armor that walks and speaks? Do you still doubt it, Rose? This unholy thing is an abomination. Evil of this kind must be purged.
Ooh.
And I believe my Chimera should be up to the task.
Chimera? Ooh, sweet.
Looks like I'll need a weapon.
No transmutation circle? So the state alchemist title isn't just for show. You truly are gifted. However, your little spear is no match for Chimera claws at tear.
Yeah, make quick work of your weapon.
You shredded my pants. But I guess those claws don't do so good against steel.
Right of you stupid beast!
You like that, kitty? Go on, get a good taste. Why don't you come down here and try me? I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
These fools attempted human transmutation.
Isn't that what you said you'd do for her?
This is what happens when you try to play God, or whatever you want to call it. Take a good look, Rose. Is this what you want?
So this is the great Fullmetal Alchemist Edward Elric. Not even half a man. Hell, not even half a boy!
You're just a phony that can't do anything without a Philosopher's Stone!
Father, we just want you to hand over the stone before you get hurt.
Why? So you could use it for yourself? Please. If you fools are really so eager to play God, then perhaps I should send you to meet him instead!
Jeez. Okay.
Nah, me and God, we don't get along too well. Even if I went, he'd probably just send me right back here.
Good job, Al. Because he didn't care about her at all.
Not at all.
Oh, don't just stand there after them! These heathens seek to harm the Order! They must be stopped!
That's far enough. What are you gonna do, boy? You're unarmed and outnumbered.
Ooh.
What do you think of Cornello now, Rose? He just opened fire. He didn't care that you were in the way.
Exactly.
That's because
Because?
He's a bad person, that's
what
why.
he said back there is true, isn't it?
We're not evil. All we wanted was to see our mom smile again. But our transmutation failed. What we made wasn't even human.
An abomination.
We learned that people don't come back from the dead.
That's not true. I mean,
Alchemy is based on the law of equivalent exchange. The price of even a failed human transmutation was enormous. It cost my brother his left leg, and it cost me my whole body. Do you see it? My brother drew that with his own blood. His leg had been taken. He was bleeding. I can't imagine the pain he was in. But through all that, he still gave up his right arm to transmute my soul and bond me to this suit of armor. I just want to help him get his body back to the way it was. It won't be easy. We might even get killed along the way. But that's the path we chose. All we can do is keep moving.
Father Cornello said
He lied about a lot of things.
just because you and your brother failed, that doesn't mean he will.
He also shot at you.
Yeah.
Look, can we just cut the crap and talk here? All I want are some straight answers about the stone. Tell me what I need to know, and I'll be on my way. Or we could get the military involved.
Ask your questions.
You could do anything with the Philosopher's Stone, right? So why waste all that power performing phony miracles?
Because with each miracle, I can attract new believers to the Order. Believers who would lay down their lives.
Mm-hmm. It's all about power. Influence.
In a few more years, I'll be...
So unimpressed.
And I'll use the Philosopher's Stone to tear this country apart. Who knows? I might even carve out a slice for you. Yeah? Wait, what are you laughing about?
You really are a novice, aren't you?
You don't mean that!
There were never any miracles, Rose. He lied to everyone.
I was wondering, like, what's on? Like, I didn't see those microphone.
How long? How long has that been on?
Radio.
Your believers heard every word.
How could you? You'll pay dearly for this!
No, I'm pretty sure you're the one who's gonna pay.
Today! Just face it, you're outclassed.
For sure. By a short kid. Oh.
It's a rebound.
No, I won't be disgraced like this!
Oh.
Now, boy, behold, the chosen emissary of the sun god Leto!
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
My word is the divine word word of God himself. My fist is the almighty fist of judgment.
Where'd the stone go? Did it like grow with him?
That's a good question.
Just give me the Philosopher's Stone!
Oh.
What the hell? The stone. It's supposed to be perfect material. How did it just break like that?
I don't know anything about it. Spare me, please. I was wrong. Please, I beg you.
It's a damn fake.
Please don't. I'm helpless without the stone. Spare me, please.
But how did he do everything?
All this, and it's a fake?
So, what about me?
I don't care what you do, just get out of here!
And what about the stone?
Phony, just like him. I'm sorry, Al. For a while there, I thought we'd really found a way to get your body back.
Give me the Philosopher's Stone!
Rose.
Like I was just saying, it was a fake. It wasn't real. Besides,
You wouldn't know how to use it anyways.
You want to keep it for yourself, don't you? So you can use it on your bodies. That's right. And so you can try to bring your mother back again.
you shut up! People don't come back from the dead, Rose. Not ever. Not ever.
But he promised me. He said if I prayed it would happen. That hope was all I had left. What am I supposed to believe in now? Tell me what to do.
It's time you start making those choices yourself.
I can't tell you that. You have to figure it out.
Yep.
Keep moving forward. You've got 2 good legs, so use them. You're strong enough to make your own path.
That damn brat. It's all ruined. Everything I worked for.
Yes, all that hard work for nothing. I knew we should have just incited a little rebellion.
Yes! I'm hungry, lass. Can I eat the old man, please? He's big and fat.
Not this one, Gluttony.
Everyone has mocked me. Damn your...
Oh,
Oh, those are some nails.
Yeah.
This concludes our business.
Lady Deathstrike?
Now I suppose we'll have to start over from scratch. It's time we started thinking about our next move.
Oh, it's on his tongue. Nice. I'm glad we got just more of the villain at the end. Just a little taste of it. I'm not, no pun intended there. And yeah, like she was able to like strike out against some kind of like she was like the T-1000 or like Lady Deathstrike was another one that I thought of for it. I still don't know like we still don't know if she does represent one of the sins or not, like Gluttony does. But like also she had like I don't know. This time I got like an evil like Jessica Rabbit vibe from her.
Yeah, it was the dress.
It was the dress. Yes, it
definitely
was the dress. Okay, you saw it too then.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
for sure. I almost felt like they could have started the series with this episode if they had sort of like reordered things the way we sometimes see in other action movies, which is sort of like where you start with a big badass action sequence and then you go back and do like the origin story.
Yeah.
Just because like this was the first action thing where I felt like, oh my God, like Elric is totally in control of his powers. He's so damn confident. And he was brilliant in the way he took down this guy. This guy was a great villain. And so it was just sort of this culmination of him just being the Fullmetal Alchemist that like everybody hears about and talks about. Like the whole time that we've been kind of on this journey so far, I've been like, yeah, they're pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. But like I haven't quite had that moment of like, they're badass until this episode.
Yeah. So I don't get it. So it wasn't the Philosopher's Stone, but was it just like a stone in general that gave him like the powers to be able to transmutate like things? I thought what was going to happen was that he was doing some kind of sacrifice, but it was like of like people, like he had like a dungeon full of people or whatever.
Ooh, dark.
Yeah. That like he was like, that was like what he was drawing from to sacrifice, like to make all these things. So like, I just didn't understand how the stone like disappeared, but like it was a fake, but it seemed like it still had power. So that part I didn't really understand. I did like the sort of like messaging about faith, the sort of just like waiting, like if you just pray and have faith and then like just like something good will happen to you just like by waiting around for it to happen, versus like in the end here when Edward was saying like, you gotta forge your own path, you gotta get up and move and start walking and like walk forward, start going forward towards something. It's just like, it's okay to have faith, you know, and I don't want to like diminish that, but that can't be it. Like you can't just rely on the faith for like all of your hopes and dreams to come true. Like you gotta start putting in the work too, and then have faith that what you are doing is like, you know, going down the right path, or like going to lead to what you are striving towards.
Kind of reminds me of that thing from West Wing when he goes, you know,
it's the same thing.
The guy's in a storm and he's like been stranded out to sea and he's in a storm, and you know, rescue crew comes by and he says, no, God will save me. A rescue helicopter comes by. No, God will save me. Well, the guy eventually drowns because he's waiting around in the water for God to come and save him. And then he gets up to heaven and says, like, God, you let me down. Like, where were you? And he goes, well, I sent you the rescue crew.
Yeah.
I sent you the rowboat. I sent you the rescue helicopter.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Like,
exactly.
You know, so that, as you're saying that is exactly what came to mind.
Yeah. And then they did a good job with Rose, right? Was her name?
I think so, yeah.
Also because of the whole, like, her faith and Edward as the scientist, I thought, I'm like, ooh, are these two like gonna be like? I'm like, they could either have this just be like a 1 episode thing, and I'd be okay with that. I'm just like, or are they setting something up between these two, and like, you know, like I don't know, the opposites attract, and like they're gonna end up together or whatnot. So I don't know if like they were introducing a love interest there. But yeah, just like. It was so sad there how broken she was at the end when she had like the gun and she wanted, you know, the Philosopher's Stone. She's like, she was clinging to the past, which sounds like cruel because, you know, it was her fiance, it was a person he loved. Like, you know, I'm not saying like that's easy to get over. But hanging too much like in the past, like I said, and like, you know, they said in the show, like not moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think we often kind of romanticize the idea of like that person being the one forever person to the very end. And like, yeah, that idea is incredibly romantic. At the same time, if like, God forbid tragedy befalls and that person's like 25 and you're 24, like you can't have your life stop at the same time. Like, and they wouldn't want you to either.
I would want you to. I want you to stop. You do not date anybody after me. I mean, because it's just gonna be a bunch of disappointment after this, you know.
Well said, handsome.
I do like the running gag of everyone thinking that his brother Al is the Fullmetal Alchemist because, I mean, Fullmetal suit and everything, and looks more impressive and intimidating than Edward, who
the
is
short guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The poor guy. It's like everybody, that's all they talk. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, he's not that much shorter than other people.
Yeah.
Like the poor guy, it's you know, he's probably like slightly below average height, and yet everybody's talking about him like he's 2 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Smart move, getting him to admit his lie to everybody, and like, you know, with the microphone on, the radio on, like, you know, how he transmitted it to everybody. I did not catch on at first. I saw like the on-off switch, and I saw it was on. I don't know why I thought like he was gonna like electrocute him. So I'm like, it's already on. Like, I'm like, so the trap.
I thought
like,
that too.
What trap did he spring for him?
I absolutely thought it was to electrocute him as well.
Okay.
Because like it shows like the thing at the bottom, like by his,
the cord.
so I'm like,
I'm
like, is this to like zap him? Like,
yep.
And then I had the same idea of like, okay, but it's on. So what is this, like the third rail? He has to convince him to touch it or something?
Yep. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And thanks so much for watching our reaction for Fullmetal Alchemist. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.